3 News Now this week.
It simply is going to cause a disaster.
Omaha, especially out west, is growing. This growth has caused major traffic delays near 180th and Pacific, in which a Hy-Vee and 2 schools sit. Developers are pushing to add density to the area, building an apartment complex on this spot on 178th and Pacific. Neighbors told the council Tuesday it's a terrible idea.
We know the traffic problems of living out west. We also understand that development needs to happen, but we just want any development that's going to happen to make sense.
The proposal puts a 96-unit apartment complex on the 4.5-acre land. Developers point to the city master plan, which makes room for an apartment-like complex in this area, and they were asking the council to rezone it to make it happen. But neighbors pointed to the nearby elementary school and the rush hour traffic that comes with it as a reason to stop the project.
So there is a ton of traffic. There always has been a ton of traffic, even during the day.
The city does eventually plan on widening both Pacific and 180th Street. But the neighborhood association lawyer, Michael Batukowicz, says they should wait to build the apartments until the infrastructure is there.
We don't know when that's going to be widened, so we're going to do the development, yet further increase the congestion in this area.
The council ultimately disagreed, voting 5-2 in favor of rezoning. Councilmember Ben Gray says the school being in the neighborhood does not necessarily make them unique.
I don't know of a school in any area that I'm aware of where there's not going to be significant traffic slowdown or stop.
And Council President Chris Jerem said the city needs to build density out west before it's full, or there will be unintended consequences.
What will happen is the cost to live here, the taxes would be so high and have to increase exponentially to cover those costs that'll drive people out of the city.
In Omaha, John Kipper, 3 News Now.
And to our coronavirus coverage now, Nebraska pharmacies belonging to the federal retail pharmacy program could start vaccinating any Nebraska resident over the age of 18. Now that includes every single Hy-Vee pharmacy location in Nebraska. But while the demand for vaccinations is now higher than ever, supply to these pharmacies hasn't increased. The state says the decision was made after projecting that in about 7 to 10 days, anyone will be eligible for a vaccine in the state who wants one. And they didn't want the pharmacies to have any age barriers.
We only get one opportunity a week to change the federal retail pharmacy program. And so we wanted to make sure we were a step ahead because we don't want doses sitting around.
Pharmacies in Douglas County are now overwhelmed with phone calls and appointment requests. The pharmacies we spoke with asked that you don't call for an appointment, but go on their website for further instructions. The state also reminds everyone to sign up through the state website for vaccine to take some pressure off of local health departments. Now that's vaccinate.ne.gov.
Easter Sunday is a time when a lot of churches see an increase in people attending Sunday's church service.
But due to COVID, things could get tricky. Our 3 News Now reporter Danielle Davis visited with the King of Kings Church as they're getting ready for Sunday's service and the extra steps they're taking to keep everyone safe.
The stage is being set.
Sitting there on the
Signs put up and sanitizing stations already in place as the King of Kings Church is preparing to keep everyone safe and socially distanced this Easter Sunday. They say they've set things up with their in-person experience so that no one will have to worry about overcrowding.
But we also work really hard to provide comfort over capacity. Our number one goal is we want people to have a wonderful experience here. And so as they come, we want them to say, this felt like home, this felt good.
With social distancing applied, they can hold up to 488 people. But you do have to go online and reserve your seating.
When you do sign up for your free tickets online, the computer will automatically make sure that there are 2 empty seats next to you and your family.
Everyone will be given a seat number as well as a gift bag with your very own hand sanitizer.
We're excited to have people back live in our facility and our ticket system, and we've got seats that are still available for people that are safe, spacious, sanitized, and secure.
When the church fills up, they will have an overflow room. People can also watch their Easter Sunday church service online. In Omaha, Danielle Davis, 3 News Now.
And so we plan for the worst and hope for the best.
UNMC Chancellor Jeffrey Gold discussed the dangers of new COVID variants in Nebraska on Tuesday.
There are a number of factors that support the CDC's concern, and I do share it. One is the increasing number of variant virus strains with significant amounts of resistance to both vaccines and to reinfection.
As of Tuesday, Nebraska has almost 40 cases of the highly infectious UK variant and 2 cases of the P1 variant from Brazil. Chancellor Gold said the steady increase of these variants in the state, mixed with Easter weekend plans, could have deadly consequences.
And so it is a race.
A race between how fast the state can vaccinate Nebraskans and how fast COVID variants can spread. It's a race Chancellor Gold hopes is won by vaccination efforts.
I think the rate of vaccination in the state of Nebraska is one of the top in the country, and if we can maintain this pace, we will get to herd immunity, and we'll probably get there before many other parts of the United States.
According to the CDC, Nebraska is in the top 20 states fully vaccinating residents per capita. And the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services Incident Commander Angie Ling says they're not letting up on those efforts now.
So I think here in the next 7 to 10 days, we're going to be seeing that general population is able to get vaccinated.
7 to 10 days until anyone that is eligible and wants a vaccine in the state can get one, and 7 to 10 days until variants could possibly become a major problem, meaning the race is on. Reporting in Omaha, Rudolph Sinaida, 3 News Now.
Still riding the high of last week's win against the Ohio Bobcats, Creighton University fans were excited to see their team play in its first ever Sweet 16 game. After the Blue Jays missed their chance to prove themselves last year because of the canceled NCAA tournament, seeing the team make it this far was a treat for those cheering them on in Omaha.
And I'm just super happy that my time here at Creighton has been coming to this climax of getting a Sweet 16 chance. So it's really, really special for us as students.
Just blocks away from Creighton University, Addie's Sports Bar and Grill hosted many students and alumni on Sunday afternoon. But not every Creighton student was cheering for their own team. Grady Arnzen, who went to undergrad at Gonzaga and is currently studying medicine at Creighton, said the decision to cheer on the Bulldogs was an easy one.
I had a long time trying to decide which one I wanted to wear, but I got to rep the alma mater and the best team in the country.
Though the Blue Jays did ultimately miss their chance to move on in this tournament, fans still believe the men's basketball team has a bright future.
I'm just overall just really happy that we got to a chance to play in this game and honestly put our talent on display, and I hope that helps with the recruiting and putting us out in the national spotlight.
And even those who cheered against them are excited to see what the team will bring next year.
Maybe see them in the finals, that'd be cool. Or Elite 8 or something, yeah.
Reporting in Omaha, Jessica Edson, 3 News Now.
The Douglas County Health Department says a COVID-19 outbreak at Rosewood Academy Child Care and Preschool near 158th and Fort is now connected to 100 cases. Last week, we reported about 20 cases at the daycare facility and that it would be shut down for 10 days over an outbreak. The Douglas County Health Department says some of those cases are tied to the UK variant, and they are strongly encouraging anyone who works in childcare to get the COVID-19 vaccine. This is an ongoing situation, and as more information becomes available, we will share it on air as well as online at 3newsnow.com.